Welcome back to the Red Raider pregame show. I'm Bubba Smith, and this is
Chris Field of WSYC.
And Sean Gallagher, WSYC.
Well, let's get right to it, gentlemen. This is Coach Mack's first game at home as the Red Raider head coach. He's been assistant for a couple years. What do you think the differences are between Coach Mack and Coach Reese's strategy?
Well, with Coach Reese, and don't get me wrong, I really liked Coach Reese and all the history that he had with Shippensburg, but I think that the coaching change was really the right direction to go with. Going from 1999 to 2010, the average percentage of pass plays were 38% under Reese. So far, in just these two games for 2011, 51%. I like that change. And now, 72% of the offensive plays are out of the shotgun.
Absolutely. So you're thinking Coach Mack is spreading the offense out a little bit more.
Yeah, there's definitely change. You especially noticed that in the first drive at Shepherd, right, Sean?
Yeah, exactly. You look at Rocky Reese, a well-respected winning coach here for over 2 decades. And as Chris mentioned, Rocky Reese was well known for the wing tee offense where you have a lot of running and then you throw the ball deep. With Coach Mack, you have more of a multiple offense where we definitely got to see it against Shepherd. I mean, it kind of blew us away at first because you would see a lot of short passes to the sideline, then they'd run a couple of plays, and they look very productive too, very quick-paced offense. So
definitely changes in play calling. Well, a lot of the big names from the Reese era, like Adams, Fredette, they're back. What do you think? What do you think they're going to do today? What kind of performance do we expect out of the big names?
Fournette today absolutely has to have a big game, and I go with that based on history. Now, in the past 2 games of this season, Fournette hasn't had the most successful time. Only had about a 3.4 average against Gannon, but last year he ran 8 times for 73 yards. That's ridiculous. 9.1 average. Caught 8 passes for 105 yards and 2 touchdowns. History just says he's going to perform well again.
Absolutely. So you're thinking Adams is going to have a big day. I'm sorry, Fredette's going to have a big day.
Fournette's having a big day. Zuli's going to be the starter. Trust me, he's been running with the first-team offense this whole time.
Okay.
And he didn't start against Gannon, but he played the remaining 3 quarters, and he looked great.
Okay. Sean, who do you have big names coming out today?
Well, I like Zach Zuli. I mean, Steven Adams did have the opportunity to do the first 3 drives of the game, and then Zuli comes out, throws for how many yards? Almost 300 yards. Shippensburg's offense putting up about 495 yards total. So I like the way Zuli looks. In the first game, he looked a little bit shaky, especially that second half. He throws 2 picks, one that sets up an easy scoring drive for Shepherd, and then the second one goes for a pick 6. But I think against Gannon, he looked very comfortable, and I think he's going to do well today.
Awesome. Okay. Well, maybe some lesser-known names, maybe some underclassmen. Do you think there are going to be any surprises today?
Now, this is surprising for me because in the past, I've been really critical of the punting game for Shippensburg, but I think that Nate Schmidt really brought it together for his game against Gannon. Now, he only had an average of about 35 yards, but that was taken away from an outlier in which he had a really bad snap, he had to run back to it, and he had the awareness to punt it away anyways. His average without that would be 48 yards, and he looked a lot more consistent, no shanks. I think that he's going to have a better day punting.
So the special teams are going to pin him deep today?
I think so.
Okay, Sean?
Dayton Green, I'm going to take the wild card here. On the defensive line, made Gannon's offense, just gave him headaches last Saturday. And with Shippensburg's front 4, I really liked how they looked at times against Shepherd, and just the ability to stop the run, even though Shepherd's got a great running back. But I tell you, if they can stop Clarion on the run today, Dayton Green's going to be a big part of that. Mike Khalil Smith, and the inside defensive tackle, he's going to be a big factor too. And you can't forget Vinny Renato, the senior, man who has really just led this defense. He said when the preview came out, Shippensburg was ranked 6 out of 8 when it came to the PSAC. He said, you know what? I wish they would have put us 8th. Just motivated us even more. So, big game for the defense here.
Big game for the D. All right. Well, I guess we got to get right down to brass tacks here. What are you thinking about the winner today, and what kind of game do you think it'll be? High scoring, low scoring?
For the prediction, do you want me to just give scores or who gets a W?
Give me both.
Okay, W, I have to give it to Shippensburg. If they lose this game, I'll go against Cody Fleming in a tackling drill. I absolutely see no way that Clarion comes away with a win here. Seriously, I think the final score would be 41-7. Maybe, one of their wide receivers beats us for a long one. I just think that the offense is going to go nuts all over Clarion. They haven't looked good in any of their games, and we've looked pretty good in both of ours.
So Clarion goes 0-3 today, Ship goes 2-1.
Absolutely.
All right, Sean?
I have to agree. I think Shippensburg's going to pull this one out today. It's going to be a big win. I'm going to say maybe 2-3 score game, win by 14, 21 points. With Clarion, they've had a very difficult time stopping the run. They gave up over 400 yards rushing to Bloomsburg, but Bloomsburg's got a great team this year. But if Shippensburg's offense can be as good as it was against Gannon, and at times, especially in that first half against Shepherd, this one shouldn't even be close.
Okay, so you're saying the same thing. Now, are you willing to take a tackle from Cody Fleming if Ship loses?
Why not? I mean, I've been out of the game. I've been out of the game.
You had a chance to say Nate Schmidt. He's the punter.
Hey, I've been out of the game for 4 years, but you know what? Do I get to put the pads on, or do I
You
just have,
can-
do I have to
you
stand?
can- I'll tell you
that
what.
was part of
Do I have to
my
stand like a tackle dummy and?
We'll let you put pads on.
yeah.
Okay.
Terrific.
I'm serious. I'll do it.
Well, the bet's been made. Ship, they're going to improve to 2-1 today, according to these guys. And that'll wrap up our show today. Thank you, gentlemen, for joining me. Thank you, Amanda Peterson. Thank you, everyone that made this broadcast possible. Make sure to check out both our websites, SUTV, or Facebook.com/SUTV News and Facebook.com/SUTV Sports. We'll have coverage of more of these live events coming for you. And right now, we're going to send you live to the Student Association at Seth Grove Field. Thanks for tuning in.